If anything, my illness made me more driven. Taught me at an early age to regret nothing and to get it done, because you never know when it's going to be gone, kind of thing, you know. Anything I put my mind to, I can do. You have to do it. It may take a while, it may be hard work, but anything is possible, kind of thing. I was fortunate enough to discover at an early age that aviation was something I wanted to do. Just started spending more time around airplanes, and then I was bitten, man. I was hooked. At Charleston Airport, I am a mechanic and pilot extraordinaire. I started working here when I was 16, pumping gas. I've always kind of had an affinity for flight, and I was working at the movie theater, shoveling popcorn, and I decided that I'd had enough. And a buddy of mine in high school, he got a job out here. They were looking for somebody, and he threw me a bone, and I started pumping gas, and now I'm turning wrenches and flying airplanes for him. I got into aviation pretty much the same way, the same story that you were describing to me earlier. You know, Dad took me out to the airport. It was a bring your kid to the airport, let's go fly day. And I did, and just kind of never looked down again, just kept looking up, and I've had my head in the clouds ever since. And it's worse than a drug habit, man. I can't get enough of them, I don't know. You have some aviation guys in there in the class going, what the fuck is he doing? It'll be funny, I promise. You don't take a grinder to a throttle cable? I do. Now, if we had to reuse it, then I can't do that. But since I'm throwing it away, fuck it. It's the easy part, man. You gotta sit there trying to figure out how to get a square peg in a round hole and just remove the square. I've been flying since I was 16. Yes, I have my pilot's license. I have my private with an instrument rating, which is just fancy for I can fly in clouds. And then, like I said, I'm working on my commercial rating right now. Hopefully I'll have that Monday. After my commercial, I'm going to work towards my helicopter and get that out of the way, and then we'll go from there. When I'm flying, I feel borderline euphoric, it's just awesome. I mean, the speed, the power, seeing everything look like a little ant, I just love everything about it. For some reason, it speaks to me, so I just decided to keep doing it, and I figured, well, if I'm going to keep doing it and it's going to keep costing me more money, I might as well be able to make money at it. Probably the hardest thing I've ever had to overcome would be my battle with cancer. When I was 10, I was diagnosed with Burkitt's lymphoma, and that was quite an ordeal. I couldn't go to the bathroom, basically, and it got to the point, this is 2 weeks in, and I haven't gone to the bathroom, so we went to the hospital. They did, a CT scan, and they said, well, we think it's this. They went in to do surgery. Well, I went in there thinking it was going to be just, normal run-of-the-mill surgery. I'll be back to normal in, a month, something like that. I came out and they told me they found a tumor. They shipped me down to St. Louis that day, started treatment, did chemo for, I think, 6 weeks, something like that. They removed 8 inches of my large intestine in the first surgery. After the 6 weeks, they released me, and then I had to come back on just a checkup plan, and then finally they just said, we never want to see you again. I said, good, I never want to see you either, I mean, it's hard to kind of grasp your own mortality when you're 10, but it definitely makes you think a little bit. Cancer's changed my life, for the better, for sure. I mean, you definitely take less for granted. I'm not going to pretend like I don't take things for granted, but I try to take a step back sometimes and really say, oh, wait a minute, this could always be worse. Because trust me, it has gotten worse, it's a big contributing factor to as to where I'm at right now. It just kind of puts things in perspective, and like I said, it's humbled me to no end, and I try to just pay it forward every chance I get. Here I am. It's been 13 years now, I guess, since I was diagnosed, and I'm officially a survivor and cured. I'm no longer in remission, so I'll have to work on some other form of cancer to go back. to go back. If you're not having fun, or then what's the point? I never take myself too serious, because there's always something that's gonna be around the corner that's really gonna knock you down a notch. You just take it a day at a time and don't get in a hurry. Decided to devote my life to one thing, and once you find your passion, then, you're happy. You found your niche, so to speak. Anything is possible, kind of thing. Or we'll go Adidas, nothing is, or impossible is nothing.